straight out of L.A., our buddy Spencer.
Hi,
How are you,
Spencer.
my friend?
Hey.
Hello.
Now,
Thank
he's a
you for having
big-time
me here.
actor, commercial and movie. Have you done television yet?
Yes.
And
I've done
television.
Young
and
and the Restless, Criminal Minds.
look at that.
Them on Amazon Prime.
Hawk loves
Wait,
that
did you
show.
meet Victor when you were on Young and the Restless?
I did not.
Who the hell is Victor?
He's
Like, who's Victor?
Victor.
Victor
Who the hell is
Frankenstein.
Victor?
Whoa. jeez.
What are you talking about?
You're absurd.
I've never
Yeah, you're
seen The Young and the
absurd.
Restless. Is
Anyway.
Victor a big deal?
Well, there's Victor Kiriakis. Is that who you're talking about? Jennifer Aniston's dad from, I think he was on Days of Our Lives.
No, I just the character's name
the
is Victor.
character.
I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, Victor Kiriakis. But no, I did not. I played a security guard in Minnesota while a couple were robbing banks on their way to Canada. This was like in 2007 or 2008.
Wow.
So, I was in the audition, and the casting director was like, I see you're on your resume here. You're from Minnesota. Can you Minnesotaize us at all? Like, can you like drop an oofta?
Brilliant.
And she just looked at me. She's like, yes. I threw in some you betchas and some ooftas and whatnot. And I booked it. I got
No
to be a security
kidding.
guard out of Minnesota. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet I could find that on the YouTubes. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to put you on the button.
I'm all over the internet.
Yeah, you are. You
Yeah.
are. And
Be
you
careful what you Google.
So there's a few
Greasy.
things. First of all, let's before we get too far away from it. By the way, Mo,
Yes.
this is Spencer.
Hi, Spencer.
We've been chatting. Yeah.
Good. Spencer, back to what he was just saying. How often are you involved in or do you see car chases in LA?
Often. You hear them more than see them. I haven't been on the road much and had cars go whizzing by me or anything like that. But funny enough, I lived on Venice Beach for 9 years.
Oh, my.
My dad was visiting one time, and in the middle of the night, all these sirens are going off and everything. And in my apartment building, someone had literally driven their car straight, came to a T, but
Was it Tommy or Zach?
they went straight. No, it was Lindsay Lohan.
Whoa.
Drove her car into our building.
Really?
Yes.
What an honor.
Did she think it was a drive-through?
This was like one of the last things that, kind of like hit her, with the news of like she is out of control.
Oh, man.
So we wake up in the news, like 4:30 in the morning, we put on the news and we're watching our own building, like with fire trucks and everything else hitting it. So, yeah. And then we found out it was Lindsay Lohan was in our building.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow. So they need you to move over. Do you see Zach making the
Oh,
waving
yeah.
motion?
You gotta-
So you can be on the because people want to know what you look like.
Oh, hi.
There you
You
are.
ever been on camera before?
Brilliant.
Some amateur.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
welcome to the club.
I know my audience here, as you can tell.
for sure.
Yeah, correct.
So, first of all, let's back up to the last time you were here. You did a movie with, what's the dude's name?
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. Is that movie out yet? What's going on?
It is not. They've got it sold. They're looking for a distributor. I reached out to the director, Michelle Schumacher, wonderful lady, happens to be his wife.
Yeah.
She's the co-writer and director of the film. So following up on that, you and I were just talking about that. It'd be nice to, I thought it would have come out during this break with the SAG strike and everything else, but they're still trying to find a service for it. But he plays an amazing homicidal, scary character in this. So it's something that I think people would want to see. So it's part of this industry, though. It's show business.
It's crazy because you would think with all the streaming services, they'd be looking for any kind
Correct.
of star-studded movie like that to put on one of their services.
Yep. So not sure what's happening with that, but hopefully it comes out soon. But the second it comes out, I'll be reaching out to you and letting you know.
Yeah, please do. And can you talk about what you just did?
Yeah. So this past spring, I was cast in a short film that's being produced by Indeed, gave out a grant to this group called Rising Voices, $1 million spread out amongst 10 filmmakers of different ethnicities and BIPOC to tell different stories about the future of labor. So they each got $100,000. I was cast in a film called Sarajin, which is about a Korean immigrant family that had to leave Alaska because of the disappearance of the snow crab. And there's only 5 cast members in it. I have a role as like the lead character's other fishing friend. And it's gained traction. It went to Tribeca Film Festival, the Toronto International Film Festival, and now it is Oscar qualified. So we just had a promotional premiere for Academy members at the TCL Chinese Theater on Hollywood Boulevard.
Wow.
And got to attend that. And hopefully I'll be reaching out to you all soon, letting you know if we got an Oscar nomination.
That's really
Sounds
cool,
sweet,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
we see that anywhere? Is that like going to be something that comes on Apple TV or something like that?
I'll be reaching out to the producer and I'll let you know because there's a link right now that I sent you, Chris, and
Yeah.
it's password protected. So I don't know if it's available for public viewing yet or not. Because sometimes they hold those things back, and as it comes around to the Oscar season, there's actually they package them all together, and you can go to the theater to see like
Right.
all the live action short films or all the animated short films or all the documentaries together. So something to keep an eye out
And they
for.
put those on Apple a lot of times too. Which
Yes.
that's how I usually get to watch them. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, man. Congratulations again. And I never get to do this because we don't always have the kind of time. But I know for a fact there are a lot of people out there listening to us right now. People who'd like to be involved in acting, want to be involved in the
Acting?
business, and it doesn't just have to be on camera or it could be a lot of off camera and such like that. You've put in the work, man. You've made the move. You've been doing this for a long time. What would you say to somebody, whether it's the kid who wants to do it, the parent that wants to do it, the person just getting out of college? What's the most important thing to have a career in this business?
Oh, the one thing I love that you just said right there is the parent who wants to do it, because so many people think like, oh, I've already had my career, this, that, or the other. And this is just a young person, and you don't have to be. Just this past week. So for those of you who don't know, I'm an actor. I'm a teacher. I'm back here to teach my on-camera workshop at Minnesota State Mankato, where I got my theater degree. And I'm also a session director. So I put actors on tape for commercial auditions and voiceover and film, TV, whatever else they hire me for. And I just had a woman for a Dunkin' Donuts commercial who came in, 60 plus years old, great style. And she let me know before the audition. She goes, do I let you know now that this is my first audition?
Wow.
And I was like, yes, thank you so much, because now I have my expectations right. And she was great, but she'd been working in just another field of the industry forever. And she finally retired from that, working in wardrobe and style. And everyone was always like, you should be an actress. You should be an actress. So 60 plus years old, she finally made the transition, and she got a call back.
Wow.
She got a call back.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so I got to see her at the callback and let everyone know, like, oh, this is her first callback, and we're all so excited for her. So if you have the passion and you have the means, the time is really the thing. That's the one thing I'll say is that if your agents, or you get an audition tomorrow, are you able to make it? Are you able to have the job and the flexibility where if you book something and you have to have a day off next week, then are you able to not lose your job and be able to do that? That's the difference between flexible income and inflexible income.
Yeah.
So when I work with college students, I'm always like, what are you going to be doing a year from now that's going to allow you to do what you want to do? And there's jobs out there. They're called survival jobs that you can get to be able to do. But when parents come to me, I'm like, oh, my kid's great. I want to get him acting. I'm like, okay, you have a call back tomorrow at 4:00 in Edina. Can you be there? And that just kind of stops the conversation sometimes.
Really?
Interesting.
Because they're both like, oh, no, we can't. We can't just stop what we're doing and take them. I'm like, okay, well, then that's
not gonna
okay.
work,
Then it's
right.
not going to work.
Yeah.
But if
not
you
for
have a
you.
parent that's just sitting at home, not doing anything, and they're like, yeah, I can take my kid anywhere and do anything with them, and they're really talented, then do it. Go for it.
This class that you teach, I know you do this kind of annually, maybe a couple of times a year, right? Is that right, that you teach?
Well, Mankato does a
Mankato,
great thing where they bring back, called Careers in Acting class, where
Yeah.
they bring back professionals. They used to bring back like Michael Brindisi from the Chanhassen Dinner Theater and all these other professionals to come back and speak to the class. But I also teach on a completely online. Can I do a little shameless
We
plug?
would love it, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
right. Yeah.
There's a school that I teach with. It's all online out of Los Angeles called Keep It Real Acting. KeepItRealActing.com. Pretty easy to find. And we have just all different types. We have commercial classes, theatrical classes, style kind of consultation, improv classes.
Right.
And it's all over Zoom. So we have people,
Wow.
I have
Oh, that's
students
cool.
up in Alaska, the East Coast. Everyone joins us from all over the place.
That's very
and,
cool.
And that's one of the schools where I teach at,
That's
KeepItRealActing.com.
KeepItRealActing.com. Man, we're big fans. We support you, and I just love watching your career, man. It's so much fun. It's great to see your face. Can I ask you for help with one thing?
Yeah.
Tommy don't act right. Could you help us with
Yeah.
him? You just don't act right most of the time.
You know what Tommy has, though? Personality.
Yeah,
he has.
he does.
And that is
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
thing that in our intro commercial class A to Z that we say, like, it's not about how good of an actor, it's just about your personality. And
Right.
if you study who we watch on TV, we love their personalities. We love Ryan Reynolds' personality. That's and we gravitate towards that. And everyone who ends up becoming a celebrity to a certain degree, it's because they have their own unique, very personal personality that we gravitate towards. And if you come in and you're just milquetoast and there's nothing really there, we don't get excited by that. And
Yeah.
before you become a celebrity, you just work as yourself. I was explaining this to Ben earlier. As you are, we're not interested in what you can do until you're a celebrity. We're just interested in who you are, and you book as that.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
And Tommy's a personality. He could just work.
There's a
As
line
he
of,
is.
There's a line of work we found out he wants to try
Yeah, it's
off the
interesting.
air.
We're going to help him with that, too.
Yeah, you said shameless plug, and it
Yeah.
made me think of Tommy.
Spencer, how can somebody get a hold of you on the social media?
Spencer Kramber, K-R Amber. Kramber rhymes with Amber. So Kramber, Spencer Kramber, Twitter, Instagram, or X, I suppose it's called now. Even Facebook. I still do the
Look at you.
Facebook.
Yeah, you got to.
Got to keep it all open.
Great to see you, my friend.
Thank you for having me,
Mary
guys. Always
Almost,
appreciate you all.
I hope it was worth you getting up and coming in.
Oh, this was so worth it.
When
so
can we
fun.
watch you on the TV?
I'm usually in 6 o'clock sports or 10 o'clock sports.
Any time of day, or I should say, any time of the week? Are you weekends and weekdays?
Yes, weekends and weekdays. Sometimes filling in anchoring on the weekends.
Right.
And yeah, but the evenings for sure.
I hope we didn't ruin your career. It's great to meet you.
We'll see. Time will tell.
We're sorry about Tommy.
Yeah, we are. Great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow's Friday. Dad will be back. We will play the initials game. We'll get back to normal tomorrow. Power Trip Morning Show. Make sure you take care of yourself, everybody. Try to make it the best day you can. Not every day is a good one, but try to smile when you can. PA's next. Take care, everybody.